Hi everyone. So I wanted to take you through how to do the first of each of the types of claims of Blue Cross Blue Shield, of Medicaid, and Medicare. So these are the forms that are located in your syllabus. These are the Blue Cross Blue Shield graded claim forms that we'll be working on in class tomorrow, along with the Medicaid and Medicare claim forms. And then you have some CMS 1500 forms. I'm going to print off some updated claim forms for you. I didn't realize at the time that I made the syllabus over the summer that the claim forms are the 8 of 2005 claim forms and not the 2 of 2012 claim forms that they should be. So tomorrow we'll discuss those claim forms. Otherwise, they may allow you to fill them in online and submit them through Canvas as well. So here we go. These assignments are actually assignments that I made when I taught at another school. And so I need you to disregard the first portion of this information where it has some instructions here about understanding the health insurance program. Disregard that. This is a program that I used to utilize in Indiana at the school that I taught at there. We don't have that program here because I don't use that textbook. So we're just going to fill them out on paper so that you kind of get the gist of it. And you'll just be doing them manually instead of handwrite, or excuse me, you'll be handwriting them manually instead of doing them electronically. However, if you choose to do them through this electronic form, you will complete it, type it all out as you would electronically, and then just print it or submit it to a Canvas link if we do it that way. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so again, back here, this first portion, let me show you here. We're going to get rid of all of this stuff. We don't need any of that. You don't need any of this. What you are going to do is go to your CMS form, though. I don't think that there's an area on this electronic PDF form here that we're going to use for this example that you can fill in your name and stuff. So if you are handwriting these forms out, like we will be in class tomorrow, you'll just handwrite your name out at the top. You will write BCBS claim number 1 at the top of it, and then for claims 2 through 4, you'll also notate which claim number it is that you are filling that claim form out for. Let me get rid of this. Oops. Okay, so then let's go down here. You're going to turn in all 4 claims in order attached to these assignment pages, and you will do that either the following Tuesday, unless, again, we decide to upload them in Canvas, and we'll kind of make a class decision about that tomorrow. So using the following information for all 4 Blue Cross Blue Shield forms. So all 4 of these patients are seeing the same doctor, which is Michael Thomas. There's his address. You can make up your own city, state, and zip code. There's his phone number, his MPI number, his EIN number. These are all the boxes that we went through in class on Thursday as we went line by line through this claim form. Here are the point of service codes: 11 for the provider's office, 12 for the patient's home, 21 as an inpatient in the hospital, 22 outpatient hospital, and 23 for emergency room. Hospital information, excuse me, sorry about that, is Joseph Hospital East, 1515 Main Street. Again, choose your own city, state, zip. The MPI number is there. For the hospital is the 5 number there. These are the abbreviations that we'll use throughout the claim form so that you can find those there. All right, so let's go through. This first patient here is Mary Brown. And so this is the information that we're going to use to fill this out. So I have this, the printed copy of this over here, so I don't have to click back and forth on the screen. So I'm going to show you here that this is the information that we're going to use. And then this is her encounter form down here. Okay. So first we're going to go through here. Mary Brown is the patient. Insured is her husband, Charles Brown. There are their date of births, genders, address, relationship. Charles, his employer's Lion CPA, insurance plan, contract number, group number, all of this information here that's going to go up at the top. Okay, there's the patient signature and the policyholder signature, so we have those on file. This says all services are done in the doctor's office, so look up the point of service code. I can tell you, you can flip back up there, but the point of service code for the doctor's office is 11, so you want to notate that somewhere. We're going to use that point of service code. The encounter form, here's her encounter, so this is what we're going to fill in towards the bottom of the claim form. First symptoms date, 12/7, we're going to put in 2016, 12/10, 2016. Here's the procedure codes, the charges for those procedure codes, her diagnosis codes. Now, here's the thing. These are now ICD-10 codes. That's the one thing I did not update when I did this assignment. So I'm actually going to pause this video for just a second, look up these codes and convert them to ICD-10 codes for you. So hang on just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I looked up the codes, and the 487.0 code here is an ICD-9 code that's no longer in use. That code is now J11.00, and the 285.9 anemia code is now D64.9. So other than that, all of this other information can stay the same. So we're going to go over to the CMS 1500 form and begin to fill out this Blue Cross Blue Shield claim form. So the first thing we're going to do is click Group Health Plan, because that's what it is. And then we will start line by line. So the insured's ID number, that is from Charles Brown, and that is down towards the middle of the patient information form. It is 374-129-554-6B. You want to use all capital letters when you're filling out these claim forms as well, to avoid any errors. Patient's name is Mary Brown. Again, you want to do last name first, no punctuation. So Mary Brown, date of birth is 2-digit day, 2-digit month, 2-digit day, 2-digit year. So April 4th, 66. She is female. Insured's name, that would be her husband, Charles Brown. Oops. Brown Jr. Oops, I put a comma in there. So Brown Jr. Charles. Address, we're going to put it in over here, and it is going to, we don't have to put it in for number 5 because it's the same for both of them. So let's put it in. We only need it in one spot. We'll just put it in for Charles. 7179 Elmwood Drive. Space, apartment, again, no punctuation. Apartment 14B. City is whatever you want it to be. Telephone number 810-811-1995. Okay, since we're on this side, we'll go down this way here. And insurance policy, group, or FICA number. So the group number is 7896. The insured's date of birth is 7/20/65. He is male. This we leave blank. And the plan, BCBS. And we don't see that on her patient information form that there is any other health plans, so we can complete no there, which means we don't have to complete anything else. For Mary's side, we don't have to complete any of 9 because there's no other additional health insurance plan. We don't complete anything in 8. For 6, excuse me, let's go back to 5. 5, She has the same address as her husband, so we can leave that blank. You can fill it out if you want to be thorough, but we can leave it blank because it's the same. It is his spouse. Nothing in 8, we leave that blank. For 10, we're going to click no all the way down. Claim codes for 10D, we're going to leave that blank as well. For 12, we're going to type in SOF. And again, SOF here, because if you look on the patient information form, they have both signed. Okay, and then for number 14, date of current illness, injury, or pregnancy. Let's say first symptom date is 12/7/2016. So 12/07. Ooh, my tab went too far. 16. And we don't have anything there. We don't have any referring provider. So we don't have a referring provider's MPI. No hospitalization, no outside lab charges. That's not supposed to be there. All right, let's go down here to diagnosis. So her diagnosis, again, is J11.00 is her first one. And these go across, not down. So J1100 and D64.9. All right, and then we'll come back to this ICD indicator in just a second. She doesn't have a prior authorization. Date again, 12/07/16. It's an office visit, so there is no end date. She was only there the one date. Place of service was 11. And the procedure, she has several of them. 99213. And I'm trying to, it's kind of hard to see, huh? For the 99213-71030 and 85022. Oops. Twelve oh seven 16. 12/07/16. All right, diagnosis pointer. This J11.0 is the pneumonia with influenza. 99213 is the office visit. The 71030 is the chest x-ray. 85022 is a complete blood count. So I can tell you that the diagnosis pointer here is going to be B for the anemia. We're going to do a blood count for anemia. This will be A, the chest x-ray for the A, and then B for both of those. The chest x-ray to confirm or deny pneumonia. Okay, so the charges for 99213 are 45, 00, 95, 00, 2450. We have no days or units or anything like that because you don't have well, the chest x-ray comes complete with 4 views, and those 4 views are included in that $95. So if you put more than 1 unit, like if you put 2 units in here, then that would indicate that it was 8 views, and so you would bill double that. So we don't want to do that. All right, so the rendering provider's ID. Let's go down here. The total charge, $164.50. just because I happen to see that. 50, the amount paid, they paid 0 because it doesn't have anything on there. Do we have an account number for this patient? Does not look like it. Okay, so the for the provider, we have to flip back over, or well, I'm going to flip the page back over, but you can go back over to this portion of the patient's here, the part where you take this information here. That's the portion we're going to use for the bottom there. So the rendering providers, MPI, it's a bunch of threes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 threes. 10. Okay, and the federal tax ID number, we're going to use the EIN number, and that is 44 space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the physician information is 810 555 1212, and it is Michael. Ooh, I forgot I had caps lock on. Michael Thomas, MD, 1617, Professional Drive, Suite 145. Stop. All right. So let's go through and make sure that we have everything. Okay, so we're good here. Good here. Total charges. Oh, this is important. Accepts assignment. Yes. Did not see a patient's account number. We've got the MPI number there. We have the diagnosis codes. There were no modifiers on any of the CPT codes, so we're good there. We have nothing there that we need to worry about. And again, you can put this in here if you would like to put in the same address here. You're welcome to do that just for the sake of being thorough, but it is not entirely necessary. But we'll do it just to make it look good. How about that? What is going on? 811-1995. All right. So I think we're good, guys. So I think that is the end of your Blue Cross Blue Shield first sample claim form. Okay. Oh, that was the one thing. The ICD indicator, there isn't any. So you don't have to worry about that there. But everything else I think looks good. So I am actually going to print this and save it to a PDF format. So I'm going to pause that for a second. I'm going to print it and save it to a PDF format, and then I will upload that to your Canvas so that you can see the finished product in its entirety. Okay, and then I will be back and we will do the Medicaid, Medicare claim forms. Okay, so picking up with the Medicaid case studies, Medicaid is quite a bit easier to get through. So again, you will use the pages that are available to you in the syllabus for the claim forms. You will complete all of those. We'll go through the first one together. There are 3 Medicaid, and I believe 3 Medicare also when we get through those. So this is the general information found in the middle of the front page that you will use for all 3 Medicaid claims. All 3 patients are seeing Lewis Watley, MD, located at 63817 Briarwood, Suite 340. Again, you'll make up your own city, state, zip, the MPI number, EIN number, the POS codes, 11 for the provider's office, 12 patients home, 21 inpatient, 22 outpatient, 23 emergency room. If the patient ends up in a facility of the hospital, then that would be the hospital information there that we will use on the hospital's MPI. Okay, so case 1 that we're going to work through together here, and then you will do case 2 and 3 on your own. Case 1 is patient Cecil Little, and this is Cecil's information: date of birth, gender, address, relationship, marital status, all of that business here, employer. And this information is all in your syllabus as well. I pulled it out of the syllabus so that I have it laying next to me. I just wanted to give you an idea of what to look for. And then down at the bottom of that is his encounter form, and it says all of the services were done by the doctor as an outpatient surgery at professional hospital. So up here, outpatient hospital, that tells us our POS code is going to be 22. So just kind of keep that in mind. Oh, I lost myself. Lost my place there. Okay, here we go. So there's Cecil, his encounter. Cecil had an arthroscopy, surgical of the left knee. And the ICD-10 code, I will give you that when we fill it out on the form as well. But just in case you want to know now and want to write it down, the conversion for this ICD-9 code to ICD-10 is S as in Sam, 86.919, A as in Adam. So as you can tell, the ICD-10 codes are quite a bit lengthier than the ICD-9 codes are. They are much more involved. And so those codes take up a little bit more room. There's a lot more digits to them than there were in ICD-9. Okay, so we'll work through this claim and fill out this Medicaid claim form. Starting over here, we're going to start box 1. We're going to check the Medicaid box. The insured's Medicaid number is 233-45667. Again, I'm pulling all of that right off the information that's found on those claim form information sheets that's in your syllabus. Patient's name is Cecil Little. But since he is well, actually, we'll put it in there. Cecil. But we're not going to fill out anything else over to there because we're going to put it all over here on this side. So let's put his date of birth in there. His date of birth is 2/12/70. 70, male, Little, Cecil. And his address is 21360. I cannot type. Maddox Lane. Again, I like to use all caps locks on these claim forms just because it makes things easier. Choose your city, state, and zip, whatever you want that to be. Phone number we have here, 810-495-1512. Okay, so we don't have to put anything over here because this is Medicaid. It's a very simple claim form. We don't have to put anything else here because it's Medicaid, it's self-insurance, so he is the it's self-insured again. Nothing in 8, these are all going to be no. Nothing in 10D, We go down, nothing here. It doesn't say anything about him having a secondary insurance to that Medicaid would be secondary to, so we're going to go no there. We're going to put SOF here. And because he's the only one on this insurance, there's nobody else that's insured other than him, or an authorized person, then SOF will be fine there. Outside lab will be no. His date of current illness will be, it was outpatient, so he only had the 1 day. So we're going to do 08/03/16. Why does that always have over there? That's annoying. 08/03/16. And procedure, he doesn't have any of this stuff here. No referring provider. Surprisingly, there's no prior authorization number. I will tell you that that is very uncommon for Medicaid. Almost always you will have a prior auth number there. So I think I must have forgotten to put that in there when I did these assignments years ago when I made these assignments. So usually there will be a prior auth number there, but for Cecil, apparently there's not. So for diagnosis, again, that was S86.919A. ICD indicator will be 0. Down here again, 08/03/16. And it was outpatient, so that's, I mean, he's good there. His place of service, did we say 22? Was that what it was? Let me go check. I think it's 22, but we'll double check. Yep, 22. So 22 is outpatient hospital. It was not an emergency, so we're good there. CPT code 29871. Now, this one has a modifier. That -50 on there is a modifier, so we're going to put 50 over there. And when we go through coding, you'll learn that 50 means that it is 1/2. So that 50 modifier indicates that it was only one unilateral, which means it was the right side or the left side. If it was bilateral, it would have a different modifier on it. So the modifier on there is 50. So anything after the dash is going to go over here in this modifier section. The diagnosis pointer is going to be A because it's the only diagnosis code we have. The charge was $495.00. He wasn't inpatient, so there should be no days or units there. The rendering provider's ID for that doctor is 888-45678-910. That's the physician that completed it. Okay, so we're good there. Federal tax ID number for that doctor, 3734217777. I forgot to put the space in there. And that is his EIN number. I don't see a patient account number anywhere on Cecil's chart. Accepts assignment. We're going to go yes. Total charge $495.00. Amount paid $000 because Medicaid patients don't pay anything up front. Medicaid patients don't pay anything generally. Overall. Service facility location information. We have to put in that information here. And that is going to be the professional hospital, 15 Adams Road. Put in whatever city, state, and zip you want. And then the MPI number is going to go in 32A. So 32A is where the MPI number is going to go for the hospital, and that is 999. All right. Billing information for the provider is going to be Louise O-U-I Watley. Did I spell that right? Nope. MD 63817 817. Her phone number we have listed here is area code 8. Oh no. 810 295 9200. And her MPI number 888 8888 8888. Is that 10 of them? 4 plus 2 is 10. All right, we're good. So there's her MPI number there. Okay, so that's all we have for that Medicaid claim. We have the provider's MPI number, address, phone number, total amount charged, diagnosis code, CPT code, the rendering provider. Rendering means who performed the surgery. In this case, it would be Louise Watley. Where the surgery was done, that MPI number. The EIN number or social security number, again, they typically will use an EIN number, which is an employer identification number, excuse me. Diagnosis code, no on the outside lab. Date of current illness or injury, then that's the beginning date. Signature on file there. Make sure all of 10 is checked no. And that's it. That's it for the Medicaid claim. So I'll save this one. I'm going to pause this, save this one, and I will post this in Canvas as well. Okay, so the last one is Medicare. Again, these are the forms out of your syllabus. The PCS codes are all the same. Physician information is a little bit different. You're going to use these, the same information for all 3 of the Medicare claim forms. Dr. Imam, and there's the address, Silver Bell Road, the MPI, EIN, Southwest Hospital, Provincial Lane, the MPI number for the hospital. So let's see, case 1 is Harry Adams. Insured is Harry Adams. Again, it's Medicare, it's a self-insurance. So the address will be the same as the patient. Everything is going to be the same for the patient because it's self-insurance. And so we'll go on down. We'll fill out all of that information on the top. Now, he does have a secondary insurance. If you notice here, he has a Medigap, which is an AARP insurance. So we will put in secondary insurance information for him. His encounter form there, he has emergency department visit of $120. I'll have to look up this ICD-10 code for you in just a second. Okay, so his emergency department, before I flip back over, let's look. So it's going to be 23 will be the place of service code for his claim form. Okay. So I'm going to pause this for a second, look up the ICD-10 code. When I come back, we will fill out this claim form for Medicare. All right, so we're back, and we're going to fill out the claim form for Harry Adams. And we start with box 1. He's a Medicare. His ID number is going to be his social security number, and this is Medicare Part A that we are claiming this form for. And so the ID number is going to be 363247079A. And last name is Adams Harry. His address here is 38161 Bingham, just says Bingham. You can put Drive Court, whatever you want it to be. And pick your city, state, and zip. Telephone number we have for Mr. Adams is 810-555-1393. And we're going to go down here just because I'm right here on this side of this form. And we have to click D here because he does have another insurance plan, which means we're going to fill out this information over here. So the other insured's name, it's the same as his name there. So Adams Harry. Policy or group number is 3298705A. And oops, I forgot. There it is. Insurance plan name. I just want to double check really quick. I don't think we put AARP in there, but let me double check. So 11C. Nope, so we're good. So that will be what we would put in here. Okay. Over here for patients information over here, we do not need to put all of the same information in over here because we put it in over here and it's self-insurance. Patient's date of birth we do need to put in, and that is 07/11/52. He is male. It is self. We're good there. We're going to click no, no, no. That's a Megan Trainor song, right? It's going to be stuck in my head now. All right. And then outside lab, click no there. And then I think we're good until we get down here to the bottom. Okay, so he was in an emergency room, so he was not admitted. So we only have one date here as well. So the current date of illness, 03/01/16. Same thing here. If you want to put it down there, because it goes there also. Diagnosis code, and it's not 578.9 anymore. ICD-10 code conversion is K92.2. That's going to be a 0 there. And place of service, I think, was 23, right, for emergency room. And he is in the emergency room, and so there's something we need to check there. Actually, we don't check anything there because this is the doctor who saw him in the emergency room. This is not an emergency room making the claim, so we don't check anything there. Okay, so the CPT code is 99285. And there is no modifier. The diagnosis pointer is going to be A. The charge, $120. Why does my number lock keep coming in? And the provider who went to see him, Dr. Imam's MPI. Six, 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 six. A lot of sixes. 10 of them. Also goes in box A down here in 33A. Okay, so total charge 120. Carry that down. Let's put in the billing providers information. Here is 810 776 1200. Uh, 3817 Silver Bell Road. And the facility is Southwest Hospital, 1600 Provincial Lane. My stupid number lock annoys me to no end, so I apologize for that. Their MPI number goes in 32A. It is all the sevens. Federal tax ID number, we're using the EIN number of the physician. That is 38 space 2 1 2 3 4 5. And we are accepting assignment for this. Okay. And that looks like, I think that's pretty much it for Mr. Adams' Medicare claim. So we have all of the information down here at the bottom, the provider, the facility, the MPI numbers, phone numbers, total charges, CPT and ICD-9 codes, checking no on the outside labs, the additional Medigap insurance, which is the AARP. That plan number is over here in his name. And going back up to the top, his Medicare number, his name, address, date of birth, gender, and telephone number. So I think we're good to go. So that's it for the Medicare claim. So you will do then claims 2 and 3 on your own, and we will work on those in class tomorrow. All right. So that's it. If you guys have questions, hold them for me till tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to work through them together.